Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So, you are looking at a 1999 Suzuki Kingquad 300. It is a 4x4. Looks like it's got floor shifter automatic, all kinds of great handles here to do things. And when the odometer got smashed, it had 1,300 miles on it. Not exactly sure what happened to it. It kind of, I don't know, maybe when it was being moved around, something got snagged. Because see the way this thing is pulled up? Well, this thing is supposed to be all the way down there. So it was almost like something snagged it from here or whatever. Anyhow, I do have the key for it. Plastic, though it's dirty, is about perfect, right? It's got no cracks or holes or any of that bad stuff. Obviously the seat gave up its seat cushion at one point. And I've just spent a few minutes looking at it, not a lot. But I do, given that I have money into this thing, like if the insurance company doesn't pick up the window, between what I paid for it and what it'll cost me to get that window replaced, it could be approaching $1,000. So hopefully for $1,000 I got more than 4 used tires, right? Hopefully this motor is okay. Hopefully the whole all-terrain vehicle is okay. So, the first place you always have to start with these things is, does it have oil in it? And if you look right here, you can see the sight glass that you kind of check the oil in, and all I see is black through the sight glass. So it's kind of hard to tell if it's got oil in it and it's full, overfilled, or if it's just black because somebody never changed the oil and the sight glass is now black. So if you take this cap off, right on the side there, am I showing it? Yeah, there you go. If you take that cap off, you can actually see oil in there, and if you kind of allow your eye, you can kind of see the cap, and if you follow it down, you'll see the sight glass, and you realize that the oil is, you know, at or above the sight glass. Quickly looking at the back of it, the exhaust system's in real nice shape. I don't know what kind of tires come on these things. You guys could probably tell me that. My guess, probably the front tires, which are Dunlops, came with it, and the back tires are Carlisle's, and my guess is they're in a little better shape than the front. And given that this is 2-wheel and 4-wheel drive, it was probably driven mostly in 2-wheel drive, and it probably burned up the back tires first. That's a guess. I don't know. Could be all 4 tires were replaced, and you know, once again, at which case I'm just pulling that out of my tail. Yeah, this is the only crack I see. We already talked about the trunk. Still has the tools in it, which is good. If anybody's familiar with these things, it's kind of a horizontal motor, and the motor and transmission are all kind of in one, including the rear end, and it's all pushed back. So, other than checking the oil, the next thing to do is to figure out, is your engine free? As in, not that somebody gave it to you for nothing, but is it locked up? So they kind of bury the recoil in here. Wow. Has a lot of compression. It doesn't appear to be locked up, and it appears to have plenty of compression, so that's a good sign. Next, we go looking for the battery. And it turns out the battery is up front here. I figured it out by checking the back and realizing there was no place to put it, given that it wasn't under the seat and it wasn't in the back tool compartment. So this is where they keep the battery in these things. And you take 4 Phillips head screws out, as I already did. There were 2 on the bottom, and that's what you have. This machine is extra cool because it comes with a snake skin inside of it. So anybody who lost their pet snake, I kind of have the skin here for you. There you go. Anybody need a snake skin? Generally speaking, the whole thing looks pretty clean. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my jump pack on it. Maybe we'll do a quick test to make sure. I'm going to pull that plug out and see if I can't turn it over a little easier. Then we'll try to turn it around with the jump pack. By the way, for anybody who's looking at for the VIN number on this thing, it is located over here. See how there's a tag welded on? So that's where the VIN number is located. For this one, the 10th digit was an X. And if you look at the handy dandy chart right here, right, X, it is a 1999. So anyway, let me get that plug out and get the battery pack on it, and let's see if we can't get a quick compression test. Okay, the jump pack is installed. Checked it twice to make sure red goes to positive, black goes to negative. Turn the key on. Right, the reverse went on. The green light went on. So it appears to be a neutral. I took the spark plug out. So let's hit the button and see what happens. Well, spark plugs on this side. I can feel it blowing on my sweatpants. I used a screwdriver to hold the throttle opened and the choke opened. So all I need to do now is put the compression tester on there. Sounded pretty good on the recoil. Yeah. That feels like it's never been used. Alright, let's put the compression tester and see what kind of numbers we could come up with. So this is a dry compression test. I didn't put any oil into the piston or anything. So it came up to just over 90. You know what? I think I'm going to put my battery charger on this thing, top off the battery pack. This is the yellow one. You guys know it's not in very good shape. I think it, considering how much it was fighting me when I was pulling on it, I thought it should be better than 90. So I just hooked up the battery starter kit to it. Let's see if that improves it a little bit. Boy, this just doesn't want to stay in a position such that it's easy to read. So it's coming in 130, 135 on the outside. That should be plenty of compression to start this thing. It's not good for the jump pack to keep all those amps going into it, so let's turn that back down to 2. So what's next? I guess I want to see if it's sparking, and then after that, I was told the gas was real bad. Oh, yeah, gas is pretty bad. So I guess this carburetor is going to have to come off. We'll throw a rebuild into it, and we'll go forward from there. Before I rebuild the carburetor, I'll probably do a quick check. Somebody ate my air filter. I'll probably do a quick check to see what a fresh one will cost on eBay. So anyway, yeah, let's see if it's sparking. Okay, let's see if it's sparking. Oh, are we able to see that? Yeah, that should work. Yeah, I think we can see it sparking, so that's good. Next thing is spending some time, quality time on this carburetor. What's it going to take to get out of there? Should wash out the gas tank too. I see some loose bolts floating around. I wonder where they came from. I didn't notice offhand where they go. Right, they're sitting right here. Anyway, yeah, if it's a matter of rebuilding the carburetor or replacing the carburetor, and this thing comes back to life, quite honestly, if I clean it up and all that, you know, paint the racks and all, even with the back window, I'm not in too horrible a shape. Anyhow, I think I'm gonna end this video here because it's gonna take me a while to get that carburetor off, and just quickly, all I have to do is take out that Phillips right there. It'll slide back. Then I have to figure out what gas lines and choke lines and throttle lines and vacuum lines have to come off. Maybe that moves off to the side. Yeah, it seems to. I also want to once again check on eBay, see if they don't have some kind of clone. So it's got a Mikuni on it. Yeah, see what kind of clone it has on it. Yeah, it also needs an air cleaner. I'm going to look into that and a few other things. So why don't we wrap this video here? And basically what my comment is going to be, this thing has a lot of potential, and hopefully it comes. Oh, let's check the lights. We got lights. Right, this is on, and high-low on. Oh, so we have headlights and we have taillights. So we got lights. That's always a good sign. Yeah, this thing seems to have a proper electrical system. It seems to have spark, it seems to have compression. So all it needs now is carburation and it should be running. And this is where we'll end it. I want to thank everybody for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.